Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Super Sleepover Films podcast. This is the first of many, hopefully. I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, Sebastian Barber here, along with
Redamo Rosa.
And we are here to talk about horror movies.
Basically, with our new release, Lady in White, go check it out on horror on the Super Sleepover Films channel, where you found this video. And here's the thing about horror, right? We love it. We love horror.
We do.
It's literally the best thing ever. And you know what? I want to talk about our first time watching a horror movie.
Well, I do too. Shall I go first?
Go for it.
I shall go first. So it really took me a while to get into horror because I got to be honest, I was scared. I was a real chicken even when I first met Redamo. And it had been a while since I had seen my first horror movie. I'd say 5th grade or so, now 6th grade maybe, something like that. And, you know, my mom was always telling me stories how she got scarred with The Exorcist, seeing it at 13 years old back in the 70s. And, you know, she said it's absolutely terrifying, and I had never wanted to even bother with anything relating to the genre of horror. So one time we have a classic party, all right, pretty much a little SSF party. We all get together. And we're all like, guys, let's watch a horror movie. And I didn't really want to. I was pretty scared. But they said, look, Sebastian, you're going to love it. Trust me. And you're here with us. This could be a new opening for you, man. You know, open you to a whole brand new genre and, you know, a brand new love for movies, you know. And so basically they decide to watch The Thing. And we get the approval from my mom at the time, of course, because we needed it. And we sit down, and I'm nearly covering my eyes. I don't know what to expect. And as soon as the movie escalates, I just start seeing the most gruesome things, and I love it. And at that point, I can't even close my eyes. And after that movie, that's when it kicked off for me, you know? And I started watching all these other horror movies. You know, I sat down with my dad. He was like, okay, you like horror? Let's start with Hitchcock, you know. And I saw Psycho. I was seeing movies like Silence of the Lambs, The Exorcist eventually, and, you know, all the horror movies out now. So we are horror geeks now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's just talk about the movies that came out this year. I mean, dude.
Yeah. Well, you have to say your first experience before
Wait, what was your first experience? I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention.
I apologize. Not professional podcast. All right. What was your first experience? No, just say the movie.
Say the movie. It was The Thing. As
Thing.
I said. Yeah.
The
original John Carpenter.
Oh, okay. My first horror experience was Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Johnny Depp. Sweeney Todd. Now, okay. It was weird because my parents were like, you shouldn't watch this movie. It's not like a movie that you should watch. And oh, that's a squeaky ass chair.
Yep.
But you know what? So basically, they were like, hey, don't watch this movie. And I was like, I have to watch it. It has Johnny Depp. After obviously Pirates of the Caribbean,
right?
There was he could do no wrong. Mm-hmm. Literally, he could do no wrong. So in that point, I was like, all right. Let's fucking watch this movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, we can swear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure. Hey, okay. Bro, this is SSF, bro.
Shit, okay, yeah, okay, I thought, yeah. Alright, dope.
Have you seen SSF? Or is it even like a thing for you guys?
What the fuck?
I got a little close.
You did get a little close.
Anyways, I'm watching the movie. And obviously, if you guys haven't seen Sweeney Todd, it's basically, I mean, everyone knows what Sweeney Todd is.
Yeah.
Do you know what Sweeney Todd is?
Yeah.
That barber. So it's a barber that basically, when he's cutting your hair, he just, like, slits your throat. Blood
I see. I think that's a dope fucking concept.
Right? So it's crazy. Tim Burton directed it.
Yeah.
Tim Burton's a little weird. But, you know, hey, don't bash Tim Burton, but at the same time...
Nightmare Before Christmas, all right?
He didn't direct that, so...
Wait, isn't he responsible for it, though, Nightmare Before Christmas?
He didn't direct it, though.
He didn't direct it, but he's responsible for it.
I mean,
no, I knew he didn't direct
creation.
It. Yeah, it's his creation.
You little fuck, dude.
No, I knew he didn't direct it, my dude.
He didn't direct it.
I knew that it was his creation, so
Look, okay,
that's why I'm like,
all
bro...
Right. Let's just talk about Tim Burton for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweeney Todd, great movie. Love Sweeney Todd.
Mm-hmm.
No issue with Sweeney Todd. But then you got a movie like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
his new shit sucks.
Yeah.
Pedigree's Home for Peculiar Children.
I didn't see it. I heard it was
one
bad.
of the worst acting I've ever seen. Dude, that kid, bro, from Hugo, he was in it. he was great in Hugo. He sucked in this movie. I don't know what happened.
Sucks, dude.
Like, I think it maybe was like the accent or something.
Yeah, because I think he's a good actor overall. You know, I saw him in Don't Laugh, Ender's Game.
Interesting.
You know, I enjoyed that movie.
That.
I enjoyed that movie.
You
I got to be honest, I did. Yeah, and you know, I probably would have passed on it if I didn't get invited with a large fucking group and we just saw it in theaters.
Why not?
You know what I mean? Yeah, why not at that point? And I was like, huh. You know what I mean? It was generally, I thought the chemistry between him and that other girl was really good. But I always thought that he was a pretty good actor. You know what I mean?
Fuck it, yeah.
I didn't bother with this Peculiar Children movie. 'Cause I had no interest at first.
It's one of the worst, like, I don't know, like, okay, you sit and watch a movie, and you're like...
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
That is, so Sebastian's mom, very fun woman, very nice, kind of loud, I'm not gonna lie. We're doing this in the worst place you could possibly do a podcast, with a microphone that is a little shoddy, and, you know, we're doing our best right now. We're doing our best. We're a little close to the mic.
What are you mumbling?
I was just talking about how, like, the circumstances of the room are the best.
Are they?
They're not the best.
They're not.
Obviously
They're not the best. But
hey,
you know, that's how, you know, we started non-budget. We still don't have a budget, but we are getting there. You know what I mean?
Fuck it, right?
We are. You know what I mean? We are working our asses off.
Anyways, back to the topic about Tim Burton. I mean, look, here's a guy. First black person he puts in his movie is the villain. Samuel Jackson plays the villain.
Yeah.
First black person. Now it's funny because he was asked the question and it was weird. He just didn't know what to say. Mm-hmm. And you know, I don't know, when you call somebody like, I mean, you could obviously call him racist, but you could also say like, you know, he just didn't grow up like with anybody of color. I mean,
right.
White kid, white parents, white friends. I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's kind of, you know, that he could be racist. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
You know, he's a strange guy, but honestly, like, I love his like whole look.
Well, that's the thing that I fucking love about him too. What's the latest thing that he did? Was it Peculiar Children?
Peculiar Children.
Was that a 2016 release or 15?
Fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah. Do you know what his next thing is gonna be? Does he have?
I don't know what his next thing is. I mean, I think that. I don't know. We're gonna get kind of off track, but honestly, Tim Burton, like, weird. Anyways, back to what were we talking about?
Well,
Sweeney Todd, right? Yeah. Anyways, I'm watching Sweeney Todd, and it's literally just okay. The second that he slits the guy's throat, I almost puked as a little kid. Yeah. Mind you, I'm little, bro. Like, I don't know when the movie came out, but we saw it on DVD, right? So like I could not sleep for days. Like I thought that Sweeney Todd was gonna come and like, kill me.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, "That's Jack Sparrow, dude. You're scared of Jack Sparrow." I'm like, "That is not Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow would not slit that guy's throat like that." And like, it's the same actor. And at the time, I did not understand what that meant.
Right.
I just didn't. Right. And from then on, I was horrified of horror movies.
Yeah.
Horrified of horror movies. Yeah. And I was terrified. And then then obviously, like, you know, I started to get into horror movies, honestly, like, when I started getting into them, it was almost like a thrill. It was like, how scary can I get? Right. And I remember I started getting, like, the scariest thing that we have watched, like, the first scariest thing we watched, because obviously there's so many scary things later that we've watched.
Yeah.
But the scariest thing I think that we all watched together was Insidious. By far.
Yeah.
That was, like, the movie that was, like, to redefine horror, our idea of horror.
Yeah, and that was in where we are right now in this house. That is where it happened, right?
Yeah, seriously. Like we watched it, and I think that everyone in the room was scared.
Fuck yeah!
Everyone in the entire room was scared. I couldn't sleep.
You know what I found in my early years of watching horror, that the PG-13 horrors are kind of more scary than the R horrors are most of the time.
I mean, just to take a movie like Insidious. I mean, that is a movie. It's PG-13, but it's like not for 13-year-olds. Like, I mean, obviously, like 13-year-olds can watch it and stuff. I'm just saying that, like, for us, like, we were 12 or something. Or 13.
13.
We were 13 probably. We were scared shitless.
We were.
Like, literally, like, we were the most scared ever.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sleep for weeks. I mean,
yeah, I don't think we slept that night because of that reason.
We didn't sleep that night. After I came home, I regretted it. I was like,
oh, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, dude. Shit. I got home and I was like, shit, I shouldn't have watched that because now I'm going to stay up. Because I had a problem. I would watch the horror movies and then I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
Now I'm jaded. Now, like, literally anything I watch, I'm just like, that was scary, but, like, in the moment.
Right.
And then when I get home, I just go to sleep.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just haven't had an experience, like, that scary. I haven't watched the movie and gotten scared after, except for the Possession.
Possession fucked me for a while, dude. When the finger thing coming out of...
Yeah, okay. The Possession is one of the scariest... Okay, if you think you've seen scary movies, watch The Possession.
Yeah, and that was the movie I was about to bring up, actually, because that's 13 also.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? And you watch that movie, and it's like... It's the scariest thing. Also, I feel like... Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but watching a horror movie in the theaters is not as scary as watching on your laptop alone.
Really?
Because, okay, I watched Possession on my laptop by myself, and I could not sleep that night. Seriously. I couldn't. It was that kind of, like, visceral, like, just horror that was, like, there was no payoff. At the ending, it's like, you know, the family was saved, spoiler alert, but there was still this sense of horror. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say what character died, but like a character dies, and of course, like, you know, there's just that kind of looming kind of like, oh, it's still out there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like fucked up. You know,
definitely.
So obviously, you know, that's the kind of horror movie that like I want to see. That stays with you in your brain.
Yeah.
And when you think of, like, you know, I think the best horror movies also are relatable. Mm-hmm. That kind of relatable horror in a way.
Yeah.
You know. That's just like things around the house. Like, that's why it's so scary in those movies, you know, Insidious. You watch it, it's like a person in your house in the background of the scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's just scary. Like, because everyone has a house or apartment or, well, not everybody, whoa. But I'm just saying that, like, you know, most people have a house, most people have apartments, and there's people, like, if someone was in your house, like, that's scary enough, right? But the fact that you don't know that they're in your house, that's relatable, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's always that feeling of, like, are you being watched?
Right. I love that. And I love that, too. I love that feeling. I like in the movies, one of my favorite types of shots ever was this thing, and I always wanted to use it in an SSF movie, where you have this person, right, and they look out the window, and far in the distance, you just see this person just standing there.
Well, that's kind of the idea of our new one.
Yeah.
That kind of idea of someone in your bedroom. We don't want to talk about that now.
Yeah. But coming soon. It's going to be really, really good. We're really excited for this one. So expect some new good shit. It's going to be fantastic.
And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it.
For sure, dude.
This was good, though. This was a good first, like, podcast. A little shaky on the audio, but you know what? I think that we're good.
That's all right, too, because we're going to get more people in there. Obviously, you know, SSF. A lot of other actors in SSF.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're going to get some guests, not just normal guests. We're going to try and get celebrity guests on here, actually.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, guys, this was a fun episode. Stay tuned for the next.
I think we start by getting a better venue, because Sebastian Barber.
For sure.
You know.
That was, like, so spiky.
Yeah.
Spike the audio.
I think this is where we cut it.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Later.
Until next time.